What is up guys, it's Fluke here. I'm back for another video, and this video is going to be a Q&A. Like, oh my gosh. Most of you guys have requested for this video for the past week or so, and I have answered your prayers. So, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So the first question is, what is the worst sports injury I've ever had? And that sports injury, the worst one would have been the one on my ankle. The one I had when I had a game against a certain team, which I've forgotten the name of, which is not that great. Yeah, someone did a harsh challenge on my ankle, and that like messed me up for the rest of the 2 seasons I managed to play for that team. The second question of this Q&A would be, what would I normally do in my spare time? What I would normally do in my spare time is get this bad boy, my Xbox One controller, turn it on, and then play some FIFA 16. That's what I'd normally do in the spare time, and some other stuff, but I'm not going to say that. Most of you guys probably do know. Yeah, anyways, moving on. What's my favourite food? My favourite food right now would probably be kebabs. I'm not gonna lie, they're amazing. Kebabs are the way to go in life. If you want a takeaway, order a kebab. If you don't know what to have for dinner, order a kebab. Or go out and get one, because they're amazing. And I happen to live like 2 minutes away from a kebab stand. So that's probably why. The next question. Who did you hang around with in Beeston? Well, there are like different groups I would normally hang around with. I have like 3, I think. In my old school in Chilwell, we normally had 2 bands, like X and Y. I would hang out with at the start of the years, like 7, 8s and 9s, I would normally hang around with the Y band, just because they're in my band, like in my half. So it's just easier to get along with them. But then in the next like year 10, 9 and 10s, like late year 9s and 10s, I joined a football team which had most of the X bands in it. So I started hanging out with them more. More people started joining from the X band, so we kind of, I don't know what you call it, like collided, but in a good way. Like we conjoined. I don't know what I'm saying, but we got along really well, so I started hanging out with them more often. And then my third group that I would normally hang around with is with like Ethan and Dijon. Ethan, I'll link his Instagram in the description, just because he's really one of my closest friends, apart from like Brandon and them lot. I'll link his Instagram in the description as well, considering how much he wants a shout out on Instagram. Brandon. And Dijon doesn't have an Instagram, but you know, I'll link his channel in the description, Basylum. I'll link that in the description. You can go check him out if you really want to watch gaming commentaries and stuff. So let's move on to the next question. When you went to Cambridge, what was it you missed the most except from friends? That would be the football team. I know they might count as like friends and everything, but I do miss them a lot. I really enjoyed playing with them. Like, we was a really good team, and I really just enjoyed playing with them overall. It was a great 2-3 seasons I had there. So yeah, I'm sorry I got injured like by that team. I would have played so much better if I didn't. Hashtag no excuses here. Let's move on to the next question. What is my relationship status? Relationships status. I am currently single. I'm a lone wolf, as I like to call myself, just so I don't feel lonely. That doesn't make sense at all, but anyways, we're gonna move on. Are you a virgin? Yes, I am. I'm only 15, and yes, I am a virgin. Trust me guys, I am. I promise you. I'm 16 in like a month. 7th of November is my birthday. If you guys ever forget it, I will not forgive you. And I'll be waiting for my presents. I'm serious, I want my presents. Are you Thai is the next question, and yes, I am from Thailand. I was born there. I basically am just Thai. First ever YouTube video. That would have been a Pokemon pack card opening, which I deleted. You can find out the reason why in my first time video. If you haven't seen that, you can go back and watch that. Oh, this is a hard question. Who do you miss more, X band or Y band? I don't really know, guys, to be honest, because I'm old school. I was close to both X banders and Y banders, but recently I have been getting more into the X band community, like thing, and I have been talking to them a lot more, but I do still miss the Y band quite a lot, so I'm just gonna say I miss you guys the same. No cheesiness there. I'm being honest, guys. I miss you guys the same. You guys meant so much to me. Then I had to left you. I had to leave you. I'm sorry. Do you miss playing for Dunkirk? Dunkirk was a football team that I played for before I left, you know. And yes, I do, as I said earlier, I really do miss playing with them. They were such a good team to me. Their managers was great. They did all the training sessions and everything, and they were all great, even though I didn't turn up to half of them. I'm sorry. What is the best memory that I've had with my mates? The best memory I've had with my best friends, like Brandon and them lot, is probably just at Brandon's gathering. That was just amazing. I really enjoyed that night. I went back to get I don't know, I just went back to stay over for a bit. No, actually I went back to clean out my house, but then I ended up staying at Brandon's. And that night was just amazing. We stayed up all night watching horrors. It was just so good. The people who were there were Brandon, Ryan, Sol, Ethan, Campy, and Alex Benno, he was there, and so was Joe Godber. I will link all of these people who were there's Instagrams down below, just because they're so amazing and they do really deserve a shout out. Why did I start YouTube? I first started YouTube because I had nothing to do in my spare time, and I thought this would be a good idea to, you know, just find something for me to do in my spare time, and I turned out to actually really liking it, and it just, sometimes it builds my confidence up when my confidence is down low because of something that's just happened. So yeah. Snapchat best friends. I will read you my Snapchat best friends list right now, actually. My Snapchat is FlukeyBoy999 with no caps. Sorry, that was my chair. Shut up, chair. My Snapchat best friends list is Charlie, Emma, Brandon, Leah and Chloe Reese. I will link their Instagram in the description as well if you would like to go follow them, because they're on my best friends list for a reason. Best players for Dunkirk. The best players for Dunkirk for me personally would have been people from my school, I think, like me. I'm just joking, guys. I would never consider myself one of the best players for Dunkirk. I think everyone's abilities are just too similar to actually decide on that. But if I did have to pick one, I'd probably pick Ryan, just because of all the injuries he's been through because of the club, all the commitment that he's put in whilst I've been there, obviously, because he joined after me, I believe. And all the stuff that he's actually done for the club is just amazing. Him and his mum. Nike or Adidas, that is the next question. And I really have been getting into the Adidas brand. I haven't got that shirt that looks similar to this with the 3 stripes on the side and the Adidas badge thing. But I'm wearing the... Wait, let me stand on my chair. This is not going to end well, guys. If I fall, this is going to be so funny. I am wearing the Adidas trackies. I'm really gonna fall with the 3 stripes on the calf. I survived, guys, it's alright. But anyways, yeah, Adidas. Does Joe Gobber have a batty like Nicki Minaj? I really think he does. He has such a big batty. Yeah. Who did you see the most when you last visited Beeston? Person I would have seen the most would have been Brandon, because I stayed at his house. We watched Family Guy and stuff, and we had to get up really early the next morning because I was getting my results and I was just so tired. I couldn't be bothered, but I got up anyway. Question numero how many ever this question is. What football team do I support? I am a Chelsea supporter. I do own a Chelsea shirt. That was for last season when we actually did really well in the league. But this season we're just going tips up, heads up. We're going down. I don't know what's going on personally. Let's move on to the next question. There's so many questions here. I love you guys for this. You give me so many questions. I do actually enjoy answering them. What brand of clothing do you like the most? Brand of clothing that I currently like the most. It's actually quite a hard decision because even though I said Adidas, that is one of the top ones, but I also own a lot of Jack Wills, a lot of Nike stuff actually, but I think I'd have to say Adidas, just because of the pure fact that I've been buying stuff from there for like so much money the past few months, and I just really like their clothing. Do I prefer long or short hair? On a girl, I would prefer long hair, obviously. Well, not obviously, because some guys might have different preferences to me. Preferences to me. But I would normally prefer a girl with long hair. I'd prefer myself with short hair, obviously. Even though I used to have long hair. I might get a picture and put that up. I might not. You guys will have to wait and see. Yes, I do believe that was the last question, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit that like button. Smash, let's see if we can get past 20 likes this video. I know that's quite a high target for me because I'm only on a low amount of subscribers, but I do appreciate every single one of you that have subscribed. And if you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, just so you can show me that you actually enjoyed my content and want to see more. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good Monday tomorrow, and I will see you next Sunday.